Producer Dave Chodoroff got an email about this company. What was it, a year and a half ago, right? Yeah, from a company called AEye, AEye, AEye. Their stock symbol is LIDR, which stands for LiDAR. LiDAR is a derivative of radar, but LiDAR, I don't know why it's called LiDAR, but it's, if you think in terms of what keeps your car from bouncing into the next car when you've got those types of cruise control things.
Yes.
That's one application probably for us Johnny Lunch Buckets that don't understand.
I believe it's pulsed laser light as opposed to microwaves. That's what separates
Look who's trying to keep
LiDAR and
look who's
radar.
trying to keep his job.
According to what I just looked up 5 seconds ago.
Somebody apparently is trying to impress the boss or something.
Yeah.
Matt Fisch
Wikipedia.
is the CEO of AEye, again, stock symbol LIDR. They're at aeye.ai. I'm going to put that website not only on our website, bigbizshow.com. I'm also going to put it on our to our social media following of over 100,000, so you guys can see the website there. But I give you the new CEO of AEye, Matt Fisch. Matt, great to have you, man.
Sully, thanks for having me back. I appreciate it. By the way, it's light detection and ranging.
Is that what that means? Light detection and ranging. And was I correct on that's sort of like the base application for most of us to understand LiDAR?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Let's talk. So, you guys are heavily focused on automotive, but let's talk to us how you're going to market, because that's the interesting part of this thing. Because you're at the right place at the right time here. If you consider, so you're almost at the tip of the spear here, pre-peak on where this is all going to go with self-driving cars and everything else.
Right. Exactly. And that is our mission for 2023 is securing those contracts with the automotive space. But we have a unique business model, and that really is what makes us stand out. So our partner is Continental, a giant tier one in the automotive industry. Couldn't think of a better partner in this space, and this gives us an advantage in 2 regards. Number one, it keeps our investment rate low and modest. Our operating costs are low. We can focus on building great products quickly, and our capital investments are near zero because our wonderful partner is already well established in the ADAS space in the automotive industry, and they're taking on that part of the responsibility. We're in essence giving them a reference design, and they're taking it and doing the integration work with the OEMs. I think you call that an analogy with Dolby the last time we were on the call. I think that's great. The second piece of this is the pricing leverage in that Continental has such scale on the manufacturing side that allows us to compete in these quotes for automotive at prices that others can't match.
Hey, Matt, I got a question for you. You brought up OEMs, and I was going to wait to talk about it, but talk about the current progress with the OEMs, because look, I know that you are pursuing series production contracts, so I want to talk about it a little bit later. But I want to talk about the progress with the OEMs.
Yeah, that's right. And I think, look, they're the OEMs. We've got to actually get the sensor into the vehicle, and then there's the software piece of this. We've done some very close development work with NVIDIA. This has led us to be participants in 6 major high volume quotes in the automotive space this year. And that work with NVIDIA and those OEMs up front has shown us that the product is incredibly competitive when it comes to performance. As of today, we've now been a finalist and officially responded to 2 of those RFQs, and we'll hear back on that in the coming months. Final answer this year.
Good. Matt Fisch is his name. He's the CEO of AEye, stock symbol LIDR. Greg, you hold your finger up.
Matt, can you talk to us about your business's licensing model?
Yes, absolutely. So let's go back on that a bit. So our mode of operation here is that we partner with a tier one in the automotive space. In this case, is Continental. Okay. We build the reference design. We have the product development, the IP that goes into a design. Think of it as kind of a more vanilla version of the product. And then Continental works with the automakers to customize the solution or the sensor solution for each individual OEM. If you think about it, what does this mean from a business perspective is that, yep, we do the lifting on the design. Continental does the heavy lifting on the manufacturing piece, and we get the royalties, the result from the revenue stream that's incoming through Continental. High margins, low operating expenses.
Hey, Matt, where are you as far as the pursuit of these series production contracts?
Right. So one of the things that's great because of our expertise in the LiDAR space, we are at the same table as Continental as we're negotiating through the contract. So I am able to have, experience firsthand the various discussions that are going on. We've got 6 of these conversations going on right now where there's a pretty significant volume out there in the space where these 6 OEMs are looking to have this next generation LiDAR in their vehicles. 2 of those for sure are going to be awarded this year, 2 of the 6. More quotes will come in between now and the end of the year, but we expect 2 to be awarded, and we've quoted, which means we're a finalist and a preferred supplier.
Wow.
We'll get an answer this year.
So are you concerned about supply chain? Because once again, I hate to bring the C word up, but COVID is clearly back. Now, I may or may not have known some people close to me that got sick and are still fighting something off that may or may not have COVID, but it's a very real thing. I'm not so concerned about the health thing, COVID as much, because I think that we've turned this into an endemic like the flu. What I am concerned about is supply chain and cost. Does that even cross your guys' mind at all? Because it was probably a concern even before, but now we start hearing about, here we go on version 5.0. Does that concern you? Because let's talk, this is newer tech in automotive. Stuff's not just sitting on the shelves for you guys to use.
Yeah, that's right. Well, look, this is, again, I have to give a shout out to Continental on this, because having their leverage on the supply chain side really has kind of put this in the background for us. Second, in terms of the components in the supply chain that are specific to LiDAR, it looks very good. In fact, we're not using stuff that is super customized, but rather devices that are specific to the laser, and the LiDAR unit itself are taken from other industries. So, for example, heads-up displays. We have this technology called MEMS, which is already broadly used in heads-up displays in cars. And luckily, these type of components are outside of this crunch of computing, right? It's really the hardcore computing electronics everybody's been struggling with. This is not a big issue for us.
Hey, Matt, real quick, I got about 30 seconds left. Once again, Matt Fisch is his name. He's the CEO of AEye. Their stock symbol is LIDR. You can catch that on our social following of 100,000 on Sully Speaks Money. I'll put that symbol out there on the website. We'll also put it out there on bigbizshow.com. Matt, in as much as you can share with us as a CEO of a public company, what's the rest of the year look like? What's the next 18 months look like?
Yeah, we're heads down in execution mode, Sully. That's really what it's about. We're working every day with Continental, NVIDIA, and these OEMs to give the most competitive quote for the product. We're in the mix and on. So, execution.
Well, Matt, got to get you out here to San Diego. Got to hang out here for a whole show with us, because I could talk about this for an hour. Matt Fisch is his name, of course. AEye. AEye is the name of the company. Stock symbol LIDR. AEye.ai. Thanks, brother. Talk to you soon. More Big Biz coming up. Stand by.